For question 5, it says a system of equations is shown below. And here are the two equations given to us algebraically. It says, what is the solution to the system of equations? And again, solution is saying that when we have these two equations, which are representing lines, when these two lines are intersecting each other, they're going to intersect at this point. That point is the solution. So one of these choices is going to be that coordinate where these two lines intersect. So let's go through our strategies. We have two strategies. We've seen this before. Strategy 1 and strategy 2. And for strategy 1, I'm going to give 3 hints for that. All right. So let's start with strategy 1. Okay, so hint number 1 is we're going to use the elimination method, but now our hint today is to solve for x. So the reason why we're solving for x is when we add these two equations, the y value will be eliminated. The 2y and the minus 2y will give me 0y. That means this will be eliminated. So since this will be eliminated, I'm going to put down what the equation will now be. 5x plus 2x will give me 7x. And the negative 15 and the negative 6 gives me negative 21. All right, so we're getting there. Now we're going to solve for x. So we have to divide both sides by 7. When we divide both sides by 7, we now get x is equal to negative 3. And that's our first hint. The first hint is that we have x is equal to negative 3. Hint number 2, now that we have x is equal to negative 3, and we know that the first number in the coordinate is the x value, the second number is the y value, I'm looking at my choices. I can eliminate d because that's not negative 3 for x, and I can eliminate b because that's not negative 3. So I'm left with these two choices over here of a, which has a negative 3 for x, and c has a negative 3 for x. So our second hint was that we were eliminating 2 of the choices because we know that x is going to be negative 3. Hint number 3, since we know what the x value is, we now need to find the y value. To do that, you can now take one of the equations. I'm going to take the top one, which is 5x plus 2y is equal to negative 15. And I'm going to change the x with negative 3. So it's going to now be 5 for the first equation, 5 times negative 3, right? And if I add it with 2y, that has to be equal to negative 15. So now what we must do is solve for y. And 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. So I have negative 15 plus 2y equal to negative 15. Let me just put this, write it real small. All right, and that's what I have now for the equation. Remember, to solve this, you're going to add 15 on both sides, and then you're going to find out what y is when you eventually get it by itself. So that is your third hint to be able to find out which one is it going to be. Will the y come out to be 0, or will the y come out to be 6? All right, so use that third hint to help you. Strategy 2. For strategy 2, right? Again, now this is strategy 2. What you would now do is you would take it and you're going to test your solutions. That's right. You're going to take each of these x and y values and plug them into both of the equations. Remember, if the x and y value work for both of the equations, meaning it makes them true for both of the equations when you do the math, that is going to be the solution. And remember, that means it really comes down to A or C as your choice. Good luck with this one. Hope you do well.